Hi folks, we are back after a week off for my honeymoon in Hawaii. We're diving right into the headlines today. A lot has happened while I was gone, so hopefully you've been keeping up on either our website, our newsletter, or a little bit on social media, but let's just start fresh. For today's stories, we are showing you how Colorado lawmakers are pushing forward full speed ahead on guns, spending, and social policy, while national battles over immigration and election integrity continue to intensify. I'm Tori with Rocky Mountain Voice, and here is your Mountain Minute for Tuesday, February 17th. Let's get started here at home, where Democrats at the Capitol have advanced a bill regulating gun barrels on a party line vote, adding yet another layer to Colorado's already expanding gun control framework. Supporters say it closes loopholes, while critics argue it targets lawful gun owners while raising enforcement and constitutional questions. Meanwhile, a separate push would legalize prostitution. Yes, you heard that right. Statewide as early as July. Supporters frame it as regulation and worker safety, while opponents warn it risks expanding exploitation and normalizing an industry many communities are still grappling with. On the budget front, Colorado's Medicaid system is under serious strain. In one major development, federal prosecutors have charged providers in Mesa and Douglas counties in an alleged $4 million plus fraud scheme involving non-emergent medical transportation billing. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, one case included rides billed after a patient's recorded date of death and daily mileage exceeding 400 miles per patient. The allegations raise broader questions about oversight inside a reimbursement-based system already under pressure. And the pressure isn't easing. A governor-appointed Medicaid board has now preliminarily approved new caps on disability services, including limits on community connector outings and homemaker services, as the state faces a major budget shortfall. Officials say costs for one program ballooned more than 1,100% since 2018. Water is another looming challenge. With a federal deadline passing, the 7 Colorado River Basin states failed to reach agreement on post-2026 operating rules, leaving drought management unresolved. Negotiators acknowledge frustration and no deal in place. In politics, Attorney General Phil Weiser is signaling yet another lawsuit after the Trump administration rolled back EPA climate authority. And in Colorado's governor landscape, reporting shows Weiser gaining ground while Senator Bennett faces scrutiny over transparency in a potential Senate appointment decision. At our Durango forum, GOP candidates fielded rotating questions submitted from across Colorado, highlighting divides on water, energy, immigration, and state spending. You can watch the full forum on our YouTube or Facebook page, or read the article at RockyMountainVoice.com for the highlights. And in a separate report, Colorado Congresswoman Diana DeGette's name appeared in more than a dozen emails between Jeffrey Epstein and Barbara Enbaum from 2009 to 2016, according to documents released by the U.S. Department of Justice. There's no evidence DeGette communicated directly with Epstein, but the correspondence referenced fundraising invitations and meeting requests. Now nationally, newly released Watergate-era files suggest President Nixon believed that he faced espionage from within his own government, adding fresh context to one of the most controversial chapters in American political history. And on immigration, border czar Tom Homan announced that Operation Metro Surge in Minnesota is ending. According to reporting, local Democratic leaders who previously resisted federal enforcement are now directing cooperation with federal agents, signaling what supporters call a political and policy shift. And a success. That's your snapshot for today. Colorado grappling with guns, spending, water, and federal tension, while Washington redefines immigration enforcement and election rules. You can find all these stories and more always at RockyMountainVoice.com. And in today's show notes as well, we list everything with links too. And make sure you subscribe to the Mountain Minute to get it delivered straight to your inbox every day. And make sure you check out social media. We've got some spicy things planned for this week. We'll see you tomorrow.